What is up, guys? Flossy Missiles here. In today's video, we're gonna be wide bodying the Nissan 350Z. Well, just the rear today, but it's gonna be super cool. I'm super excited to do this because on my driver's side, it's all tore up. See, I have a giant dent right here, and this is all gonna get replaced with something else. But yeah, I needed that wide body because that is totally crumpled and my quarter panel is shot. So my only option for wide body was going Crown Carbon Crafting. Here's their 50mm wide body kit for the rear. It's 2 inches bigger than, you know, stock. So that's going to be interesting, trying to make some wheels fit and all that kind of thing. But I'm going to show you guys how to install it as far as I know how to do it. I've read about it online, I've seen videos, but I've never actually done it myself. Here's some things I went ahead and picked up. Here's some EPDMD Profile Self-Stick Weather Adhesive. So you want to have sticky stuff on the back, you want to run this all along the back of it, and when it pinches up against the body, it's not like fiberglass just on your paint, and it has a little rubber seal in between it. So that makes it look a lot nicer also. And I got, let's see this, if you guys can see this. This is a Cleco like pliers, and this is a Cleco clip right here. So what this does is, like, this end gets pushed down and it temporarily holds the whatever panel you're trying to mount in place. And here's the hardware I'm actually going to use to mount the kit itself on. So this is a rubber well nut on the bottom, and right here is a stainless steel washer, and it has rubber on the bottom as well, if you guys can see that, so it shouldn't mess up your paint or whatever that you have on your fiberglass. And then here's just an Allen head bolt that's also stainless. This cost me $1.30 for this little setup right here. Online I know they're like $3 a piece, so if you want to make them yourself you can. I got this one from this place called McFadden's, but any hardware store, probably even Home Depot has it. Self-stick weather adhesive, whatever, weather strip, deep profile stuff. You can get that from Ace Hardware. I'm sure any hardware store will have them, like Home Depot. I got these pliers from what's it called, Cartech, and all these Cleco clips from Cartech as well. I'll give you guys a demonstration of how it's going to work. You grab one and go ahead and you load it up. It's right like that, and you have to have a 3/16 hole drilled. Push this in there, and you can see it gets smaller when you push down the lever, and you put it inside. See, it's sharp here, and then when you let off, it gets bigger again. So it holds it right in place, and it's like super solid. It's like super firmly in there, so that'll work great for test fitting. And then for the wide body hardware, you got the rubber well nut. So it's threaded on the inside, but not all the way. So there's like probably half of it that's not threaded. So when you push it in, put your spacer. Like I said, this one has rubber on the bottom, so it'll protect your kit. And then your Allen head right through that. When you start tightening this guy, it's gonna pull that rubber on the back and almost work like a rivet. You'll see it collapse and it'll hold it into place. So here, if you guys can see this. See it getting fatter and fatter? Now it's like firmly in place and that thing won't come out. So yeah, those are the two fasteners I'm going to be using today, and hopefully sure we're good. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is figuring out where I'm going to put all the hardware. So I got my tape measures out. This is for like doing fabric, and it's like a sewing basically tape measure, and this is traditional, and then you got your pencil, and then the spacer that I'm using with the kit. So you want to mark out, I've already marked a few, every spot you're going to drill, and you want to take into consideration you want to be too close to the edge because this is fiberglass, so you want to get, you know, inboard a little more. And there's different ways you can do it. There's some people that run like 10 across here, and I'm only going to run 5, and just different amounts. You can go on any 350Z like forum, or even on Crown Carbon Crafting's Instagram, and check it out. Because different people do different things, and it looks trick doing less, but you know, there's vibration and stuff. And so I'm doing 3 across here, 5 across there, 5 across there. And for these back ones, I'm going to be doing something else because I'm, like I said, I'm tubing the rear end of my 350Z. So it's going to get held on by some tabs. Got all my markings on there of where I think I'm going to drill and put hardware. I should note to you guys, this is very hard to line up by yourself. I definitely recommend doing this with a friend, because I just held up the fiberglass panel to this quarter panel, and it is so like not the correct shape. You have to like really hold it in place. So I might have to use some duct tape or something to try to get it to mold in and like fit in the place while I'm trying to drill. So I don't know, it could be a mess, we'll see. Okay, so blue painter's tape does not work for test fitting these fiberglass panels. These things are so strong. So I went ahead and I used this Gorilla Tape, which leaves a residue like duct tape, as you guys know. But yeah, it holds it in place just good enough. so you can kind of visualize it and see where you're gonna start drilling and stuff. It actually doesn't fit up too bad. Some sections it only match the body line. This is like way too smooth compared to how it actually is on the car. It's a little bit long right here. The gas cap still opens up, but yeah, that's the fit. Fits decent. If you look around right here, this is actually in the fiberglass. There's a dip. It's like a high point and then a dip. So that is what it is, you know. It's fiberglass body panel, like I said. So we're finally at the point where we can start drilling. Almost forgot to tell you the most important part. There's a body line going through this door. I'm sure you can see right there with the sun hitting it. But you got to make sure it lines up with the wide body kit. You definitely don't want that line being out of place. And for the first look, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Everything lines up decent. I'm glad I chose that many rivets to go with, because the panel's like super tightly fitted, and if I would have left like one out in between or only did a few of them, there definitely would have been some gaps. I don't know how this line's supposed to look. There's like a weird little line right there. I guess that's how it's supposed to look, but it just looks kind of funky. It's like see how it drops down and gets higher again? I don't know. So yeah, either way, I'm stoked with the way that came out. Now with the wide body back off, I gotta make all these holes a little bit bigger. Gotta make them 5/16 so that the rubber well nut will sit in there good. You can see it right there. That's what needs to fit, so yeah, I gotta make all these holes a little bit bigger. So normally for wide body and a 350Z rear, all you gotta do is cut maybe an inch or two, 3 inches up right here, and you'll get enough clearance for your wheel to get in there. But for me, I'm gonna cut all the way where this blue tape line is at, sorry for the wind, because this side's totally getting replaced like I've said before. So yeah, I'm chopping a lot out of it, so just know it's not normally like this. Oh my gosh, that looks so crazy weird. It's like just enough for my wide body to mount up. But yeah, it's cut. I'm gonna clean up all these cuts, obviously. It's gonna get like a nicer line going down, but it looks insane right now like this. This thing is really chopped. That's where I'm gonna wrap up part 1 of the wide body. There is gonna be a part 2 where I finish up the whole rear, and I'll probably end up wrapping it. But anyways, thank you for watching this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more car content. Thank you so much for watching.